Okay, so recording has begun. So we are going to start with the topic of Sthawar Jeev. Who is going to tell me what does Sthawar Jeev, what does the word Sthawar means? Anybody? So there are two type of Jeevs in one way of classification, okay? Sthawar Jeev and Tras Jeev. You have to tell me what are the Sthawar Jeevs. Who remembers what type of Jeevs are considered as Sthawar Jeevs? Ashka, do you remember who are Sthawar Jeeves? No? How about you, Samyak?
Uh,
No?
G's with all five senses.
Jeeves with all five senses. No, the answer is not true. I mean, at least not for Sthawar Jeeves. It's actually, you can define it with that definition, of course, but these are not the Jeeves with all the five senses. They're missing, right? So let me help you out because you started on the same that line of thinking. I would say they are the Jeeves with only one sense organ. They only have the sense of touch. Now, can you tell me one special characteristic of Sthawar Jeeves? So you can classify Jeeves by their senses, like Ekendriya, Doindriya, Teenindriya. In that sense, Sthawar Jeeves are the Ekendriya Jeeves. Okay. Not the five Indri Jeev, but the Ekendri Jeevs. Now the question is, mm, how is the best to define Sthavar? Stha is the root there. Stha. They are the Sthavar Jeeves. They are the Sthavar, quoting it. Think. So if these are one sense organisms, what is what can you speak about their mobility? That's the hint. Go ahead, Ashka.
That they can't move.
They cannot move. Exactly. They are immobile, right? So the definition of Sthavar Jeev is these are the Jeevs that they cannot move on their own conviction. They can obviously move if somebody makes them move, but they cannot move on their own. Such Jeevs are called as Sthavar, Sthai. Sthai means those who are stationary. They cannot move. है ना? So such Jeevs are called as Sthavar Jeevs. So can you give me an example of Sthavar Jeev, Ashka? Now that you know they cannot move, can you give me one gati or one type of Jeevs that are Sthavar that are all around you? Vikhyat, can you give me a name of a Sthavar Jeev who are stationary and they are all around you?
Microorganisms.
Yes, microorganisms. What else? There is one more
Plants.
which you can see.
Plants.
Plant,
Moths.
plants, exactly. Plants is a good example. Okay, let's start from there.
Well,
है
technically
ना?
they have brains because there's an experiment made that like showed that like plants, if you told them a bit negative something, they grow less.
Okay, Vikhyat, we all know that. Okay, let's keep our focus on what we study in this class. है ना?
Okay.
So yes, you are absolutely right. That's the right definition. Plants have their brain. They on most important thing is they have a soul, right? That's why they are jeeves. Now the question is Sthawar jeeves, right? So they are considered Sthawar jeeves because they cannot move on their own. है ना? So plants is the best example and they are all around us. Correct, Ashka? Right? Now let's go forward. So let's see let's go through these questions. Okay. Let me open the sheet again. What makes Thawar Jeeves happy? Okay, you have to tell me what makes Thawar Jeeves happy. Turning off water running while brushing your teeth. What do you think? Would that make this Thawar Jeeves happy or unhappy? Samyak, turning of water running while
Unhappy.
brushing
It
your
would make
teeth.
them unhappy.
Yes. So if you keep, so turning off the water, if you turn off the water, running water while brushing your teeth, would it make them happy or unhappy? Turning off,
Oh, happy. I
happy.
misread it.
Exactly. Right? Cutting the trees off for making buildings. What do you think, Samyak?
Unhappy.
Unhappy. Yes. Okay. Keep keep open the refrigerator while drinking water. What do you think, Ashka? Would this make trees happy or unhappy?
Unhappy.
Yeah. Keep dumping your trash in the water. What do you think? Would it make the microorganisms living in the water or the jalkaik jeev, the one sense organism jalkaik jeeves, happy or unhappy? If you keep dumping your trash in the water, Ashka or Vivan, one of you,
Unhappy.
unhappy. Yes, जल का एक जीव तो परेशान होंगे ना. They would mostly die if you keep trashing, contaminated things in the water. Okay. Planting the trees, Vikhyat. Would that make the one sense organisms, the Sthawar jeeves, happy or unhappy?
Uh, it would make them happy.
Yes, because planting,
Mostly because it's like
we
something's there's mostly, and then there's a tiny bit that gets hurt.
But you are generally trying to support their living, right? Vanaspati gaik jeeves, correct? So plants are, so there, when we say one sense organisms, there are five types of them, right? Jal kaik, Vayu kaik, Agni kaik, uh, Vanaspati kaik, right? And those jeeves, one of them, Vanaspati kaik, are the plants themselves, right? So this surely will help plants. Using a cloth line instead of a dryer, what do you think it would do? Samyak. Would Sthawarjeeves be happy if you use clothesline over dryer?
Um, no. They'd be happy if you use a clothesline.
Yes, you got it right. Okay. Picking up litter and reducing waste. What do you think it would do to the Sthawarjeeves? Vivan.
Make them happy.
Okay, good. Burning the firecrackers. Ashka?
Unhappy.
Yes, because that's causing unnecessary fire and then hurting those jeeves that live in Vayu, right? The Vayukaik jeeves, the organisms that live in the air, they get burnt out, right? Turning off light when not in use, Vikhyat.
That makes them happy because some of
Yeah.
them it's like they fatally burn them.
Yes, that too. And then if you stop, if you conserve energy, then any jeev that is getting hurt because in the process of generation of energy are saved, correct? So that will also help make them happy. Taking baths instead of shower, like
That's
yeah,
happy.
go ahead. Vijay. Yes, happy, of course. Taking shorter baths,
Happy.
okay. Littering and not recycling.
Unhappy.
Unhappy. Good. Great. Okay. So let's keep going. These are very, very intuitive, very direct questions. I think there is nothing fancy in those, right? Let's see what's the next one. Okay. Sthavar Jeeves. Let's look at this. Okay. So now you have to define. So Sthawar Jeeves are one sense beings, correct? Like how Samyak also defined them, in a way defined them. He defined them as five sense, but they are not. Sthawars are the opposite of it. They are only one sense, and that is the sense of touch. Remember that? Touch, taste, smell, seeing, and hearing. है ना? So
Hmm.
these are out of these five, which one I have kind of hinted that in my talk a few minutes back. What do you think trees are?
Trees are
Out of the five given there, what is the name of them? There are five type of one sense organisms: Prithvi kaik, Jal kaik, Agni kaik, Vayu kaik, and Vanaspati kaik. Out of these five, what is the right name for trees? Samyak?
Um,
Socho, socho. If you know the root words and their meaning, that's how you get to it. Vivan or Ashka, you want to make a guess? Trees. Out of these five, which one is trees?
Is it the di dikik second one?
Sorry?
Dikik, the B
No, the B is jal kaik.
jalkai.
What does jal means?
Burn.
जल कौन बताएगा जल क्या होता है?
Burn.
हाँ बेटा, नो नॉट बर्न,
Burn.
नॉट दैट जलना. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट जल. You use it every day. You cannot live without it. That's jal.
Water? Breathing?
Water.
Oh.
Yes. So are plants jal kaik?
No.
No. So what are plants? Okay,
Salt.
I'll tell you one time. Prithvi is earth, Jal is water, Agni is fire, Vayu is air, and Vanaspati is, what is Vanaspati? Trees, plants. That's
Oh.
Vanaspati. Okay, the word for it in Hindi is Vanaspati. है ना, botany where in India, and the word for botany in Hindi is Vanaspati Shastra. So the word came from Vanaspati, that's plants, है ना. So now you can tell me, right? Trees are what out of these five?
Vanaspati. Vanaspati.
Kaik. Vanaspati kaik, right?
Vanaspati
These are,
kayak.
yes, kaik means the one that have the shape or the body of a vanaspati. They are vanaspati kaik, है ना. So trees and plants are all vanaspati kaik. Now, what are firecrackers? What do firecrackers have? Go ahead, Ashka.
Agni kayak.
Agni kaik. Yes, Agni means fire. Simple, right? It's a name conversion. If you know the root word Hindi, then you can do it. Okay. Plants, I think we covered it already, so I'll not jump. I'll jump. Ocean. Samyak, what is ocean? Samyak?
Jal.
Jal kaik. Yes, it is jal kaik. Okay, beta. Good job. Stones. Vikhyat, what are stones?
Stones are
So we covered Jal. You now know Jal what it means. You know
China.
Agni what it means. You know Vanaspati what it means. So these three can be stricken out, correct? Because stones are neither Jal, neither Agni nor Vanaspati, correct? What does it leave? Vayu and Prithvi. One of these. Which one of them is it? Stones. Where do you get stones from?
You get stones from the earth.
Earth. So Vayu means earth or Prithvi means earth? I just told you guys.
Pratu means earth.
Yes, Prithvi Kaik. What is the word for it? Stone
Prithvi
are
kayak.
Prithvi Kaik jeeves, है ना? What is fire pit? Fire pit is, again, fire in the fire pit is Agni Kaik, correct? Because it's, okay. Oxygen. What do you think oxygen is? Ashka, okay, Ashka, go ahead.
Vayu kayak.
Vayu Kaik, very good. Because Vayu means air, right? So oxygen is in the air. That's why it's a gas. That's why we consider it as Vayu Kaik. How about water? That simple one. What is water?
Pani.
Water is what?
Pani.
Pani, but what is it?
Jal kayak.
Jal Kaik. Very good. How about stormy winds? What are stormy winds?
Vayu kayak.
Vayu Kaik. Very good. Okay. Good job. How about gold, Samyak? What is gold? Where do you get gold from?
वो एयरपोर्ट जैसे रात की फ्लाइट्स रहती है तो सुबह में उसको बॉम्बे पहुंचना पड़ेगा पृथ्वी का एक
Very good. Wind. What is wind, Vikhyat?
Wind is tufan, like a storm.
No, no, you don't even know what I'm asking, Vikhyat.
I know what you're asking. It's wind.
Yeah, so out of the five, what is wind?
Wind is
Okay, go ahead, Ashka. What is wind?
Vayukayik.
Vayukayik. Yes, wind is Vayukayik. Okay, good.
okay.
How about silver? What is silver, Vikhyat?
Silver is
Where do you get silver from?
uh, earth.
Earth. So which one is the meaning of which is related to earth here?
The meaning of the one related to earth is
Okay, you want to make a guess, Samyak?
Prithvi Kayak.
Yes, the answer is Prithvi. Again, Prithvi is earth, Jal is water, Agni is fire, Vayu is air, and Vanaspati is plants. Got it, Vikhyat?
got it. Vanaspati is plants. Vayu is air. Prithvi is earth.
Yes. And Jal is water,
And
and
Jal is water.
Agni is fire. Make sense? Okay. Next question. River. What is river, Vikhyat?
River is Jal.
Very nice. So it is Jal Kaik. How do you say it? Jal Kaik. Okay.
Jal Kayak.
Okay. How about flowers? Vivan, go ahead.
Um, Van Ash Patakai.
Vanaspati Kaik. Vanaspati Kaik. Okay. Good job. How about fire itself? Samya, what is fire?
Agni Kayak.
Very nice. Good job, guys. Okay, so that's one. That's all about Sthawar Jeeves. Five type of Sthawar Jeeves, right? Sthawar are those are mobile. They are not. They cannot move on their own. They move on with something else in the coming into the play. Okay. Now let's go forward. Next one out there is we covered the Sthawar Jeeves. Now let's go to the next type of Jeeves. Uh, who is going to tell me what are thrust Jeeves?
Jeeves they don't have five senses.
They have five senses.
Oh,
They
they
actually
have.
they could have, or rather we should say they could have two to five senses, है ना? तो देखो, वन सेंस ऑर्गेनिजम्स को हमने असाइड कर लिया, उनको हमने स्थावर जीव बोला, करेक्ट? राइट विख्यात? सो लेफ्ट ओवर टू सेंस organisms, three sense organisms, four sense organisms, and five sense organisms. They together are called as thrust jeeves. Now, what is the most important characteristics of the thrust jeeves? What differentiates them from Sthawar Jeev?
What differentiates them is
हाँ बोलो विवान. So Sthawar Jeevs, what are Sthawar Jeevs? They are all stationary,
stationary.
right? Thrust Jeevs are those which are not stationary. They can move on their own, right? Two sense organisms all the way to five sense organisms. You can see bugs, caterpillars, your insects, reptiles, snakes, everything covered, your tiger, lion, pigeon, birds, everyone, all of them can move, including human beings. They all can move on their own, right? That's why they are called as thrust jeeves. Thrust jeeves are those jeeves that have two to five sense organisms and they can move. है ना? Who does not have sense of sight? Let's see. Okay, you remember this. Uh, remember this. Touch, taste, smell, sight. So when somebody says they don't have the sense of sight, that means they at least have touch, taste, and smell. That means they are teen indriya jeev. है ना? So the question is, who does not have who do not have the sense of sight? So definitely
Plants don't.
four indriya jeeves have sense of sight and five indriya jeeves have sense of sight. ठीक है ना? So any jeev which is either or two sense organisms or three sense organisms are do not have sense of sight, right? So the answer would be who do not have sense of sight. I would say number A and number C. ठीक है ना? क्योंकि सैनी पंचेंद्रिय कौन होते हैं? सैनी पंचेंद्रिय जीव्स आर दोज जीव्स who have five sense they are five sense organisms, they have five
Mm-hmm.
senses, है ना? Four sense organisms are one, they already have the sense of sight, because sense of sight is the fourth in the order: touch, taste, smell, and sight, and then hearing, है ना? So the right answer is A and C. ठीक है? Who have five senses who have five senses with man, like, or rather the question should say, it's not grammatically correct. uh, Out of these, which one have five senses, and or rather we should say who men are what kind of five sense organisms? Go ahead, Ashka.
Let letter D, Sunny Pachin.
Perfectly, perfect. Good job, Ashkar. Because they have five senses, and more importantly, human beings also have the power of cognition, right? To differentiate between good and evil. है ना? So that's what they are called as. They are a special type of five sense organisms called as
Mm-hmm.
Seni Panchendriya. है ना?
Some other animals are also Sani Panchandri.
Exactly, like tiger, like elephant. So you are absolutely right. But this question was centered for human beings or men. है ना? So that is the right answer. Okay. Next one. Who has only two senses of touch and taste? That means what kind of jeeves are they? Touch and taste. What kind of jeeves are they? In what type of jeeves are they, Samyak? Samyak? Samyak, I think you're on mute.
It's
The answer is in the
Sani
question. No, no, no.
Sani Panchandra.
Who have only two senses? That's the question. Who has only two senses of touch and taste? Go ahead,
Indriyaji.
which Indriya Jeev?
Two B.
To be, yes. देखो दो इंद्रिय जीव हुए ना, दो की बात हो रही है, टच एंड टेस्ट. So the answer is actually in the question itself. है ना? दो इंद्रिय जीव only have two. Now there are three इंद्रिय जीव also have two senses. But here the question is only two senses of touch and taste, है ना? So that the answer is do indriya jeev. Any kind of do indriya jeev like worm and caterpillars are considered as do indriya jeev, है ना? Okay, next one. Who have five senses but does not have man or does not have power of cognition? I think the question is not worded right, but that's okay. ऐसे जीवों को क्या कहते हैं? जो जो फाइव सेंसेस तो हैं उनके पास, लेकिन दे कैन नॉट they do not have the power of cognition or power ability to distinguish between good and evil. Maulik,
Yeah.
what's the answer for that?
Sani Panchandriya Jeeves. Letter C.
No. How about you, Ashka?
Letter D, Asani Pachandriya.
Yes. See, Saini Panchendriya Maulik have the sense of cognition, of power of good to distinguish between good and bad. They are Saini Panchendriya. The other type is Asani Panchendriya. है ना? So Asani Panchendriya are those who have five sense, however, they do not have power of to distinguish between good or bad. So men, if
Yeah.
you consider men or human beings, then human beings are Seni Panchendriyas. They are not Aseni Panchendriyas. So the question was that way. Okay. Okay. Now, who does not have hearing sense, touch, taste, and smell. So basically, any दो इंद्रिय जीव, one इंद्रिय जीव, दो इंद्रिय जीव और तीन इंद्रिय जीव do not have the sense of hearing. है ना? Now, so what is your answer? Who do not have hearing sense? Do दो इंद्रिय जीव्स have hearing sense? Ashka?
Is it letter D, 4 Indriya Jeev?
Four indriya jeeves will have sense of hearing, right? Touch, taste, smell, and hearing. Four, right? So what is the right? Here the question is who does not have hearing sense, right? So process it this way. Do indriya jeeves have sense of hearing?
No.
Samyak? Or no, right? So that's the correct one of the correct answer. How about the teen indriya jeev? Do teen indriya jeev have sense of hearing? Samyak?
No.
No, right? Yes. But Aseni Panchendriya have all the five senses, right? So that's not correct answer. And neither is four Indriya because four Indriya includes the sense of hearing as well. Make sense? Make sense, Vikhyat?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's keep going. That's what we covered. Now let's go to the topic of Saptavyasan. Okay. So who is going to tell me? Let's this is a match the following, okay? So these are the on one side you have the names of the Saptavyasan, and on the other side you have the sort of meaning of them. Okay, some of them are like I don't know, I would not agree with their description, but that's okay. So first one is Vaishya Gaman. What is Vaishya Gaman? Can you connect it to the right meaning? Wait a minute, draw a line. Take for anything without yes, drink alcohol. Not to go anywhere, so don't go see anyone. Huh. So what is Vaishya What is it connecting to? It's actually connecting to this, not to see anyone with wrong intentions. Or yeah, no, sorry. It connects to not to go anyone's home with bad thought. Or in other words, it's like prostitution, right? So that's what Vaishyagaman is, okay? Hunting is hunt. So actually, they should have said shikar here. They said hunting. Now, hunting and hunt are related. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Okay, what is Parstri Sevan? Paristri seven is not to see anyone with wrong intentions, right? Having relationship beyond marriage is Paristri seven. Okay. Stealing. Okay. What is stealing? Samyak? Out of them, what do you think is stealing?
Take anything without permission.
Perfect. How about gambling? What is gambling? Yeah, go ahead, Ashka.
Play real money related games.
Yes, that's gambling. Eating non-veg food, right? That also is man seven. Man seven is one of them, right? So that connects to eating non-veg food. Now again, I whoever designed it, I'm sorry, but there is some they could have designed it better. Anyways, drinking alcohol, right? That's madhya. So madhya is also one of the saptavyasans. That's drinking alcohol. है ना? Drinking alcohol to drinking alcohol. That's the matching. But anyways, I didn't like the way. So there are seven vyasans. Let's understand this. There are three vyasans that start with letter M, correct? So what are these? Mans, Madhya, Mans, Madhu. Madhya means alcohol, Mans means non-vegetarian food, and Madhu means honey. ठीक है ना? So Madhya Mas Madhu, that is three. Then you have the fourth one, which is Jua, right? So Jua, and then there is fifth one Chori, right? So Jua is gambling and Chori is stealing, right? So that is total five so far. Then comes Vaishya Gaman and Paristri Sevan. So that's the sixth and seventh. That way there are seven vyasans, seven bad habits or seven sins. A Jain should take a vow not to do any of them. Okay? Make sense? Samyak, you got the seven names?
What?
Did you get the 7 names of the Saptavyasan?
Um,
What I just explained?
I didn't really get all of them.
You did not? Let me repeat one more time, okay? So there are 3 which starts with letter M, okay? Madhya, Mans, and Madhu. Madhya is alcohol and all the intoxicants. Mans is non-vegetarian food. And then Madhu is, give me a second, who is raising the hand? I did not raise the hand. And Madhu is what? Madhu is honey. Okay, these 3. Then comes Jua, that is gambling, right? And Chori, that's stealing. And then Veshyagaman and Paristri Sevan. Okay, Samyak, you got the names now? Okay, let's keep moving. Why is my hand raised? I'm surprised. Okay, okay, let's keep going. Okay, so the next one we'll touch upon is Sache Shastra Dev Guru Shastra. Okay, so we have some questions about it. Let's see. Let's see if you know these. Okay, Maulik, still there?
Yeah.
Okay, beta. So let me ask you this. One whose attachment has been destroyed, what do we call them? Sarvagya, Hitopadeshi, Vitaragi, or Apt? What is the word for them? Who have destroyed all of their attachment, who have gone beyond all the rags. Who-
I don't know. Is it Vitragi?
Perfect. You got it right.
Vitragi?
You guessed it right.
Yeah, I
Vitaragi.
kind of forgot, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Veetragi is Veet Rag, जिनका राग बीत गया है, who have destroyed their attachment. Rag is attachment, right? So those who have destroyed their rag are Veetrags. Okay? Okay, next one. One who instructs all living beings towards liberation. One who shows the path. What are they called? What is the word used for, the Mokshgami Jeeves or the Jeeves who show or instruct all living beings towards liberation, who motivates them towards liberation? Are they called as Apt? Are they called as Vitragi? Are they called as Sarvagya? Or are they called as Hitopadeshi? Maulik, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you are feel not looking good today, so I was just wondering.
Just a long day because it's 9 o'clock here.
Oh, is it? Where are you?
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Yeah, yeah. It's about 9 o'clock. Yes, you are right. Okay. So Hitopdeshi is the word for it, है ना? The one who shows us the right path are Hitopdeshis. That's the word. Now, one who knows everything which exists across all times, past, present, and future simultaneously. What is the word for them? Is it Apt or is it Sarvagya? Because Vitragi and Hitopdeshi we covered. Batao? Yeah, Maulik, go ahead.
Is it Sarbagya?
It is
Sarvagya?
Sarvagya.
Because
Exactly.
like serve meaning moks.
Perfect. Sarv means everything. Sarv means everything, right? Agya means gyan. Those who have all type of knowledge are considered as Sarvagya. है ना? So that's why they know everything which exists across all time zones, past, present, and future. They are Sarvagya. Okay. Now, one who is head of the group of Jain sadhus, what do we call them? Who heads the group of Jain sadhus? Ashka. What is the word? And this is they are amongst the 5 Panch Parmeshthis, right? Actually, I'll give you a hint. They are the third Parmeshthis. Okay, third Parmeshthis. So what is the name for the third Parmeshthi who are heading the Jain Sadhu Sangh? What's the word for them?
Did I unmute?
You did. You did.
Okay. Is it Acharya?
It is Acharya. Very good, right? Acharyas are the third one, and Acharya are the one who head the monk Sangh or Jain Sadhu Sangh. Okay. Who are the who are the teacher monks and who are responsible for teaching other monks? What is the name for them? Hint is they are fourth in the Panch Parameshti order. When you say Namokar Mantra, the fourth one, they are called as, what's the name for them? You want to make a guess, Ashka?
Is it Upadhyaya?
Upadhyay. Yes.
Upadhyaya.
Upadhyay is the right word, right? Fourth, we say Namo Vajjayanam. Right? So Uvajjayanam is this Uvaj is this Prakrit name for Upadhyay. है ना? So that's what it is, right? So we go like this Arihant, Namo Arihantanam, then we say Namo Siddhanam, then we say Namo Ayaryanam. Ayar is the name for Acharya, Namo Uvajjayanam, which is the name for Upadhyay. Right. Okay, next question. One who has renounced all worldly occupations and possessions and devoted to self-enlightenment. Who are they? What's the name for them? Go ahead, Ashka.
Is it Sadhu?
It's actually all of them.
Oh, is
All the above, right? Because see, even Acharya are a special type of sadhus. Upadhyayas are a special type of sadhus, right? So yes, while sadhu is the right answer, but if you have an all the above option, that appears to be a better answer because it covers Acharya and Upadhyaya as well. Right, Vikhyat? Okay. So the next one. One who is a Vitragi, Sarvagya and Hitopdeshi and is free from all the 18 faults. What are they called? What's the name for them? Maulik, go ahead.
Is it serves Sadhu?
It's actually number A, which is up.
Oh,
Yes. Because see, we are here talking about they are Vitragi, they are Sarvagya, and they are Hitopadeshi, and they are free from the 18 faults, or we can say 18 दोषों से मुक्त. ऐसे जीव कौन होते हैं? अरिहंत. अरिहंत का ही दूसरा नाम है आप्त, है ना? The first परमेष्ठी. Namo Arihantanam. We say Namo Arihantanam, right? So other name for Arihant is apt. ठीक है ना? Make sense, Maulik?
yeah.
Okay. Famous Shastraji in Jainism which reveals nature of things. Which is that famous Shastra in Jainism which reveals nature of things. It describes, like it defines the nature of things. द्रव्यानु योग का शास्त्र है वो. आंसर है किसी के पास? ओके, द नेम इज तत्वार्थ सूत्र. व्हाट इज द नेम? विवान? तत्वार्थ सूत्र. ओके, है ना? दैट्स द शास्त्र, दैट्स द ओरिजिनल शास्त्र that reveals that. Okay. Famous Shastri in Jainism which explains the code of conduct, like Charitra. चरणानुयोग का शास्त्र है वो. एक ऐसा शास्त्र जिसका जो कि चरणानुयोग का शास्त्र है, आउट ऑफ द 4 गिवन हियर. पूछ रहा. Okay. Ratnakaran Shravakachar. What's the name? Ratnakaran Shravakachar, number D. है ना? So this is one of the Shastra of ours that is focused upon the conduct, the code of conduct for Jain sadhus, more importantly, and then also Jain Shravaks that we are. है ना? तो ये जो बात होती है ना सप्त व्यसन की या 8 मूल गुणों की, ये सब उस शास्त्र से आई है, रत्नकरण श्रावकाचार से. ठीक है सम्यक? Okay. Last question on this topic. Jain Granth composed by Acharya Kund, which has 10 chapters and discuss the nature of Jeev, its attachment to karma and moksha. So it is a Shastra of Karananuyog, right? The one of the classification. So most important, the Shastra was composed by Acharya Kund. Very important Shastra for us, for Jains. You know, you'll find it in your temple library and in temple, every time. Which is that Shastra? The name of the Shastra is Samayasar. What is the name, Samyak?
Um,
Samaysar. What's the name?
Samesar.
समय सार नंबर ए है ना. सो अभी देखो तीन शास्त्र की बात हुई है यहाँ. पहली शास्त्र तत्वार्थ सूत्र, right, which is the shastra with that reveals the nature of things, with that is it's a dravyanuyog, fundamentals की बात हुई. Second shastra is which is dedicated towards the code of conduct, that's ratna karand shravakachar. And the third shastra is a shastra that's dedicated to this nature of jeev, its attachment, karma and bondage and moksha, that's samaysar. ठीक है ना. तो ये तीन शास्त्र बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. कोई आपसे स्कूल में पूछता है, जैसे कोई क्रिश्चियन बच्चा है ना, बोलता है ओके आवर द होली स्क्रिप्चर फॉर अस इज we have one book, bible, which has multiple which has two testaments, new and old, and many books. That's what our scripture is all about, है ना. What is the scripture for Jains? Then you should remember these names, right? That we have many scriptures. We have different scriptures written by our acharyas, and the three most important scriptures for us are Tatwal Sutra, Ratnakaran Shravakachar, and Samaysar. So you should remember these names because these are the questions that sometimes other kids in the school ask out of curiosity. Like a Muslim kid can come and very easily say, "Hey, my holy book is called as Quran." Right? A Hindu guy can say and come back and say Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Bhagavad Gita. Right? You as a Jain also should know your scriptures, your holy books. Right? The the common name for our holy books, if you know, don't remember any name, it is Agam. The word used could be Agam. You can call it Agam or Jinwani. But the actuals, like if you have to be more specific, then you can say Tatwal Sutra, Samay Sar, and Ratna Karan Sar. है ना. That's why Vikhyat it is important, because if some kid asks you, you can tell them their holy books. They already know it. Muslims know their holy book is Quran. You should know your holy book, right? Right, Vikhyat? Otherwise, it's just information. है ना? Okay. So let's keep going. Let's keep going back. Okay. So now let me go to the topic of, yeah, we covered this. Now let's talk about Kulachar. Okay. Write these things in. Okay. So this is the order one should practice when they go to Mandir. Mandir ji. है ना? That's what it is. So there are these 15 steps that you have to follow. So let's number them. What is the first step? Maybe D, right? When you, oh no, that's coming out of the mandir. Sorry. I read coming in. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes to read it, all of them. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Ashka.
Is it letter B?
As you enter inside the temple, say Nissahi, Nissahi, Nissahi. Perfect, right? Nissahi, Nissahi, Nissahi is a reminder to us that I am going to only focus on Bhagwan. I am not going to think or discuss anything, any worldly matters. That's what I am refraining myself from. That's what Nissahi, Nissahi, Nissahi is. Spot on. So that's B is number one. So once you have said Nissahi, 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 what do you do next? Okay, before even you do that, there is one more.
Yeah, I was
There
going
is
to say
one
E.
E. Yes.
Yeah,
Take off your shoes, wash your legs and hand, right? Ashka,
yeah,
that precedes, but then after E, the next step would be to say, as you enter the temple, you say Nissahi, Nissahi, Nissahi. है ना? Now, what have, okay, but even take it back. Maulik, there is one more, which is waking up, shower, and getting ready.
yeah.
Right? So that's number I. I is that. Let's see if we are not missing anything. Yes. So I is first, then comes E, right? Which is when you reach temple, and then you say B, which is as you enter inside the temple, you say Nisai, Nisai, Nisai. What else? What's next? So once you have said Nisai, 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 what is that?
Namostu.
Let's see. No, before that.
Oh, wait, ring the gong 3 times?
Ring the bell 3 times and say Om Jai Jai. है ना? Once you have done that, then you do say Namokar mantra 9 times and bow down with Gavasan. Right? No, or rather we should say
Yeah, Jay first. Yeah.
Jai first, Namostu, 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 and then recite Namokar mantra. And when you are doing that, you recite it 9 times and bow down with Gavasan. Okay? Then, then let's see. Speak. Then F, which is speak the Argya of Mool Nayak Bhagwan and put down rice on the altar. Right? That's F. Okay? Then what else? What else? Now, next is, now, should we do 3 rounds? 3 rounds, which is parikrama after that, right?
What about
Maulik?
donations?
Hai, beta?
What about donations? Do you do that first or?
No, beta. Donation you do later.
Oh,
Okay, first you do the 3 rounds of parikrama, hai na? Then then take holy gandhodak in proper manner, number M, right? ठीक है? फिर M के बाद में okay, then there is number C. Ask for forgiveness to the God for all bad deeds what we have done before. So this could go as before, this thing, parikrama actually.
no, but look at number A. You have to do like as the second step, take some money and Ashtraddhar. We forgot that.
Yeah, but that's after you reach the temple, right? Or maybe,
No,
yeah,
like
you are right. No, you are right, Malik. Yes, you are right. Absolutely. When you wake up, shower, get ready, then you collect the Ashtadravya and money from home, then you reach the temple. Correct. So, yes. Okay, so we covered that as well. So then we covered the part of, yeah, so we did the Argya as well, right? Speaking of the Argya, what else? So, yeah, after you made the donations, then you say the stotra or bhajan or do the pujan, right? That's the second last thing. And then after you have done that, then you move out of the temple and say Asahi, Asahi, Asahi.
what about saying Jai Janendra to others? Isn't that then last?
Yeah, when you come out of the temple, right? Yes, so D would follow G. D would
The
precede
holy
G.
contact.
D would precede G. है ना? So you say Jai Jinendra to everyone who is at temple as you come out of the temple, and once you are moving out of the temple, you say Asahi, Asahi, Asahi. Make sense?
Wait, and when was the Gandhodak part?
Gandhodak part is beta after you have done the namostus, right? And
Oh,
and after that you have done parikrama, and then after parikrama you take the Gandhodak.
oh, yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, 4 gatis. ये तो revision. So it's a revision. We are just doing revision, okay? By doing good deeds and religious action, you do not get what? Out of the 4 gatis, which gati will you not get? Yeah, go ahead, Malik.
Narakati.
You will not get Narak gati. Very good. By doing violence, where would you go? If you do violence, and primarily Sankalpi violence, Sankalpi Hinsa, where would you go out of the 4 gatis? Maulik knows it. Vivan or Ashka, do you know it? If you do bad things, to other people, if you kill them, where would you end up going?
This is like a guess, but Triyanch Gati.
No, but it is Narak gati.
Not-
है ना? Yeah, you could go to Tiryanj gati also,
Oh,
but Narak is important to understand, right? If you do heavy violence, you go to Narak gati. But if you kill and hurt animals, then you become an animal, which is you become a Tiryanj gati jeev. है ना? That's what it is. By having excessive possession, if you get excessive possession, where do you go? Go ahead, Maulik.
I think this is also Tiryanskati.
Absolutely, it is Tiryanj gati. है ना? If you
Or
possess to
maybe sometime, if it's like really extreme, maybe Narakati. Like
maybe,
if
but Primarily, it is Tiryanj Gati, है ना? So you are spot on. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, beta.
What I need to ask a question.
Go ahead.
So it's about like. Yeah, I forgot the question.
Okay, remember it again and then ask. Okay, Vikyat?
Okay.
And my name is Gaurav Uncle. Okay? Is
Okay.
Manushya Gati worst? Is Manushya Gati worse or it is the best? What do you think? Manushya Gati means human life.
Manushya Gati is not the worst.
Okay.
It's
Is
not
it
the best, but it's not the worst.
Okay, so it is why is it best?
It's not the best.
It is the best. It is the best in some sense. You have to give me the answer. Why is
It's the
it
best
best?
in some sense because like you can have something, you can own stuff, and
No, that's
I mean
not.
you can have like stuff and you can be very rich and happy,
No,
that
no,
kind of
no,
stuff.
no. That's
I
not
mean,
the. That's not the purpose of your life.
at least you're not in Naragati, but if you were better in your previous life, you could have been in Devgati.
Yeah, yeah. But why
You
is
can,
I'm saying I'm
you
giving
know,
you a
you
statement.
actually can control what you do.
You can
That's
control what you can do. Very good. So you are correct. Now, Ishna, what is your answer?
It's because you can go to moksha from only this gati.
Only from Manishya Gati. Very good answer. The best answer. Right, Ishna? Right? So Vikyat gave a good answer that Manushas have the power to distinguish between good and bad, but that is also the case with Dev. Even Devs can do that. Even if not Tiryanj, but at least Naragati Jeeves know to a greater degree. But definitely Dev and Manushya Gati both. However, the main differentiating factor is what Ishna said, and that is Manushya Gati is the only Gati from which you can attain moksha. Okay, Vikhyat, it's not about your possessions, because if you have more and more possessions, that doesn't make your life good. That would actually lead you to Tiryanj Gati. We just saw that it's an answer for question 4. है ना? So possession is not the mark of being good or being the best. The mark of best is from where you can attain moksha or siddha gati. समझे बेटा? So the right answer is Manushya Gati is the best gati because even devs cannot directly go to moksha. They have to take a life as a human being, persevere to do tap and tyag, and then only meditate, do dhyan, and then only they can reach moksha. है ना? So only Manushya Gati Jeeves have the power to reach moksha, and that's why that's the best Gati. Okay. Which one of them is the best Gati? I think I answered it already. Number D. Which one is called the Pancham Gati? Okay. Who's going to answer that? Pancham Gati. So there are 4 gatis that we talked about, right? Manushya Gati, Dev Gati, Tiryanj Gati, Narak Gati. However, there is a 5th Gati. Maulik, what is the 5th Gati?
Moksha Gati.
Moksha Gati, right, Vikhyat? Maulik, I think you were answering the same, right? Because that's like the 5th Siddha Avastha, Mukta Dasha. That's that's Pancham Gati. Okay. How many yonis are there or life forms are there? 85 lakhs or 84 lakhs? 84 lakhs. 84 lakh.
So technically, there are 1 million, more than a million.
84 lakhs. As per Jainism, the number of different, there are species and then species of variation, so we don't count them in. But if we take all the yonis, there are 84 lakh, which is 84 lakhs. Okay? 84 lakh is the right answer. Okay. In
How
which
much is a lakh?
beta?
How much is a lakh?
Lakh. Oh, yeah. Good question. How much is a lakh? Lakh is 100,000.
100,000. Okay.
So it is
Thanks.
A lakh is 100,000. I thought it was
85,000.
1,000 at first.
No, Hazar is 1,000 or Laksh. Laksh or Lakh is 100,000. है ना?
Uh,
Okay, so it is 84,100,000 yonis.
so 8,400,000. Yeah.
नहीं बेटा 8 million कैसे हुआ?
Yeah, 84 times 100,000. That'd be
No,
8,400,000.
no. So 1 million में कितने होते हैं? 1 million में कितने zero? 1 million is your
It's 10 lakh.
Oh, lakh is 1 million?
No, no, no.
The 10 lakh is 1 million.
Yes, Vikhyat is right. 10 lakh is 1 million.
Yeah, so lakh would be 100,000. So
100,
that,
that's what I said.
yeah,
100,000.
100,000 has 5 zeros, then 85, 100,000 would be 850000, which would be 8 million.
84. 8 fours and 5 zeros after it. You are right. So that you can say, okay, now, so that could be 8.4 million. That's what you are saying?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, got that. So actually, no, it's not 8.4 million either, right? It is 8400,000. So 8400,000 is 8.4 million. Yes. Okay. Got it. Yes, it is. It is 8.4 million, not 84 million. Yes. So 8.4 million is 84 lakhs. Okay. Okay. What is next? In which gati the excess of anger is found? Where do you think there is more angry people? Is it in Manushya Gati, Narak Gati, Dev Gati, or Tiryansh Gati? Which one do you think has the most angry people?
Narak.
Narak?
No, I mean, Manush
You are
Gati.
right. You are right, beta. Narak is the Gati, right?
Narak
Where
is only.
there is more excess of anger. Okay. Now, where is uh, excess of ego? मान कहाँ ज्यादा होता है? मान कषाय और ego. So anger is more in Narak Gati. Where is more ego? Go ahead, Maulik.
मनुष्य ना, या मनुष्य गति.
मनुष्य गति में हो, हाँ, मान कषाय ज्यादा होता है, राइट? ईगो इज मोर इन मनुष्य गति, राइट? एंड लोभ कहाँ ज्यादा होता है? ग्रीड कहाँ ज्यादा होती है? इन विच गति देर इज मोर ग्रीड? हाँ, गो हेड मौलिक.
Manush Gati.
मनुष्य गति, या
मनुष्य गति में होता है या देव गति में होगा? बताओ.
Dev.
नहीं
Manush only.
त्रियंश गति.
है. और
त्रियंश.
तेरी गति में क्या ज्यादा होगा? देखो, 4 कषाएं और 4 गतियां हैं, एंड देर इज अ रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन देम.
या ग्रीड त्रियंश गति.
है बेटा. ग्रीड इज इन तेरियंश गति. ओके. ईगो इज इन मनुष्य गति. माया इज इन देव गति, राइट? देर इज मोर डिसीट देयर. एंड एंगर इज इन नरक गति. ठीक है? ठीक है बेटा, चलो. Okay, so let's now move on. How are we doing on time? Okay, I think we have reached the
Wait,
time. We'll cover
I'm still
the Ashtamul
confused.
Gun.
Which
Ashtamul Gun
gati
will
has
be.
more greed?
है बेटा?
Which gati has more greed? I'm still confused.
Okay, which gati has more greed? Okay. Which gati has more लोभ? लोभ किस गति में ज्यादा होता है? बताओ.
Dev gati.
देवगति में लोभ होता है या तिर्यंज गति में? बताओ, सोचो. है बेटा?
Dev Dev Lok has
देवगति
the
में लोभ
most
ज्यादा
low.
होता है.
Yeah.
ओके. एंड माया कहाँ ज्यादा होती है?
Manushya gati.
Maya is
Manushya gati.
deceit, right? So because वो जो animals do different things to get their food, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
ego कहाँ ज्यादा होती है?
Um,
Who have more ego? Who gets hurt very easily?
Manushya gati.
Manushya gati, right? And where is more anger, right? There is, because there is so much of suffering, there is so much of anger, which is the narak,
Narak.
right? So हो गया 4 का 4 से कनेक्शन, है ना? रुक जाओ, एक और मेरे को बुक का रेफरेंस मिला. सो लोभ इज मोर इन. एक मिनट रुक जाओ ना, इसमें गति की बात ही नहीं हो रही है. या ईगो इज ओके. वेट. हाँ, नहीं वैसे नहीं बता, पिक्चर से नहीं है रेफरेंस, क्योंकि ये उससे नहीं, इसमें तो सिर्फ डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ है। आई नो, हो गया बेटा, है ना? ओके बेटा, ठीक है ना? सो यू गॉट इट राइट? Okay, so now let's go to the next topic, which is Astamul Gun. Okay, so Astamul Gun, right? These are the gun that identify a Jain. A Jain is identified by these Astamul Gun. And when I say a Jain, I'm not talking about a Jain sadhu, but I'm talking about a Jain Shravak or a Jain layperson, right? They are identified by these 8 mool guns. Okay. So, first thing, so it's again a match the following. So, first one, we should not eat what? We should not eat what? Maulik,
Non-veg.
non-veg. Yes, it's pretty clear from the picture also. We should not have any dash dash or dash. What's the answer? We should not have any. Go ahead, Ashka. Ashka, you have to unmute yourself.
Am I on mute?
Yes,
Okay.
we should
We
not
should
have,
not have any addiction.
yes, no addictions. And we should never eat, Vivan, what should we never eat?
Honey.
Honey, yes. Okay. Next one, which is the tricky one. We should never eat what? Maulik,
Udumber fruit.
udambar fruit. So fig is given here, right? So there are other type of udambar fruits also, like kathumbar, people, bird, and then these are the fruits found in India. But here, most important for us is fig, right? Fig category fruits we should avoid. We should not eat them. Okay. Okay. We should always drink what type of water?
Filtered water.
Filtered water. Yes, you got it right. Okay. We should do dash for our good digestion. Go ahead, Maulik.
Mhm.
After sunset.
We should do what before our good digestion?
Oh,
No
wait,
food after sunset, right?
no food after sunset. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also one of the mool guns. Okay. And then we should always have dash. Go ahead, Maulik.
Wait, we should. Which one is it?
We should always have
Jeev Jaya.
Jeev Daya, right? There is the picture says, right? The guy is showing some Jeev Daya on dogs, feeding them, stray dogs some food. So that's Jeev Daya, है ना? So ये 8 मूल गुण है, right? These are the gun through which a Jain Shravak is differentiated from other people. Jains always drink filtered water. Jains never eat after